As for me,
Stream died.
oh, damn. No, it's fine for me. I see the stream.
But yeah, wait, I was finished. And of course, Final Fantasy 7. I will still stay with that. No, wait. Final Fantasy 7 slash Crisis Core. Fucking incredible. And I don't believe I have to say more. I just fucking love it. I just love it to death. It's amazing. But yeah, those will be the main soundtracks that I think of when I think about games.
Oh,
Or about
fuck.
movies.
You know, I'll wait to see if Jimmy lists it.
I'll wait for the others.
Right. On my end, I've soundtracks aren't really the big focus to me, I guess. Though I do have a couple songs from soundtracks on my Spotify playlist, which I think would count. I've got, but it's really only one song from each soundtrack. So I've got Megalovania.
Us.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
I know it's the meme, but it's good.
It is good.
It's objectively a good song. Goes hard.
Actually, I have some fun facts about that soundtrack if we have time.
I've got the Soldier of Dance from Team Fortress 2. And Team Fortress 2 soundtrack is just good.
Yes.
It just is.
It just is.
Everything about that game is good except for random crits.
But that's the fun
Yeah.
part. Random shit is funny.
They're fair and balanced.
Absolutely. Fair and balanced as they should be.
I love switching to my melee weapon and absolutely annihilating a spy who did nothing wrong.
Yep.
I think that's more reserved for the Luxman.
Or just, anyone who plays medic.
True. Fucking true.
Uber saw be like, yes, worse in
Die.
combat my ass. I've got Storming New Battlestar Galactica on my playlist.
Oh damn.
Because that song's also really good. I've got the Imperial March from Star Wars, which is good.
Doesn't surprise me at
Star
all.
Wars soundtrack
but
is
Star
goated.
Wars-
It's John Williams,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I was
obviously
gonna
it's
say-
goated.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but the music is pretty fucking good. So I can't fault you for that.
And to be fair, they do some clever stuff with the music in Star Wars. Like, I didn't realize until recently. Apparently, the music that plays at the end of Phantom Menace when it's like the celebratory theme is like the Emperor's music in a different key.
Eh,
Is the Emperor's theme,
that's funny.
but
Yeah.
in like a major key. Then just Clone Wars whenever Anakin's has an evil moment, the Imperial March plays.
The dark side.
Stuff like that. I mean, yeah, there's definitely lots of good music. Oh, and I've got the Sword and Shield gym battle music. The gym battle music in Sword and Shield went unreasonably hard.
Yeah.
You know what else went unreasonably hard?
Uh-huh.
Area Zero from
Yes.
Scarlet and Violet, yeah.
Scarlet and Violet. You know why?
Okay.
It's made by one of the best composers ever,
Toby
John
Fox.
Williams?
Toby Fox.
Tom Williamson and Pokemon game would also be crazy.
That would be.
Yeah.
I
Then
did.
you've got like
I
individual
swear, I felt.
things.
I imagine myself doing the raise the glass like yes thing, meme thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh, the Hearts of Iron cover of Katusha's really good, though that's an existing song, so I don't think that really counts. You've got. I know, I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys the freaking main menu theme from Sea Power, which goes unreasonably hard for some reason.
For some reason, you just load into the game and you're ultimately blessed by a banger.
Yeah.
Oh, like Buck Bumble.
The Golden Eye pause music.
Pepsi Man.
Ooh! That's a good call. Holy fucking shit.
The Bad Piggies theme is goated. Actually, have you seen the clip of like an actual like orchestral band doing the Bad Piggies theme?
Have not.
It was like a school, like a high school or collegiate band where they were doing the Bad Piggies theme, and they have like one of the woodwind guys stand up to do to shout the pig making noise.
Damn.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
While he's doing that, I have a question for you. Do you know do you know about Tom Morello?
No.
Is he there? You don't? Have you heard of Rage Against the Machine?
Yes.
He's the guitarist from them. I was just gonna say he basically made a song for Final Fantasy XIV. I was gonna say he starred in a song, but no, he basically made a song with the band Beartooth. It's barely a fucking song from Final Fantasy XIV. It's just a fucking Tom Morello and Beartooth song. I've shared this before. It's just.
Oh, I've seen definitely some stuff of like people doing this. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on. No, it's not that. It's not the one I was thinking of, but I found the freaking Berkeley Orchestra doing it. But I couldn't find the specific one I was looking for. But yeah, that's the Bad Piggy theme goes hard. That game was good. The World of Warship soundtrack isn't bad. I don't think it's goated, but it's definitely not bad. Yeah, there's a lot of good soundtracks.
Yep.
Really, the only game I can think of that I play a lot of that like the soundtrack isn't like that I like particularly don't care for the soundtrack is like Transport Fever 2, and it's not that it's not just bad, it's just kind of whatever.
Just exists as
Yeah.
background.
I guess that's kind of like how I'd put it. Yeah, it just sort of is like it's not great, it's not terrible.
What about Civilization, bro?
Civilization does have some pretty good tracks, like Civ 5 like loading screen main menu theme is really good.
It is very good.
Yeah. I mean, most Pokemon soundtracks are really good. Does anyone else have any others they want to mention?
Old?
Just waiting for Jimmy, and I want to see if he chooses one that I missed that I want to just do a quick shout out for before. Then other than that, just yeah.
I don't know. Like soundtracks I like, Moon Over the Castle, for example, from Gran Turismo is really good. Mystery Dungeon music's always good. Utopia music is particularly I like it. It's fun. Brawl has some good music. But
Yeah, Brawl music is good. It's goated.
Modern Pokemon games have pretty good music. I like most of the soundtrack in Scott and the
Even most of the classic Pokemon games have really good music.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's because it just sounds better in my ears to have it not, pixelated music.
Not be 8-bit music.
Or 16, yeah. But yeah, but not really have anything in mind when it comes to music.
Cynthia's theme.
That one's good. Always been good.
Just that initial piano sting goes so hard.
I love the fact that in Legends Arceus they use that piano sting as the theme for Volo. Spoilers for Legends Arceus, I suppose.
Yeah, all the clips of the people going, I wasn't scared until I heard the piano. I was like, aha, it's the guy, he's betrayed. Aw, shit, is that Cynthia's theme?
Oh god, is that Cynthia's ancestor? Also, from what I've learned in
Kesha decides to summon
ZA, they give the Volo outfit is given to the museum in there, and they say, "Oh yeah, the person that wore and owned this outfit gave it to us personally."
The fuck? Huh? Bullshit!
Yeah.
Bullshit!
That's literally what they say.
Like, yo, he's still alive, totally for real.
Volo is time traveler.
It's not the only one. Doesn't ZA also confirm like Ingo just like went home one day?
Yep.
just like screw this, I'm going back to Unova. I'm out of here.
Perhaps Arceus just was just like, oh wait, you don't belong here.
Maybe
or Dialga.
Realized, yeah.
What? Yeah, Dialga probably did.
Celebi showed up.
Oh, that could have possibly. He just found a Celebi and was just like, right.
I must go now. Here. My people need me.
He was like, right, I don't belong here.
I must ensure the trains run amnesia. On time. Yeah.
Anything else anyone want to talk about?
I'm trying to think. Is there any more just particularly good? I mean, all the Guardians of the Galaxies have great soundtracks.
You didn't say it, and I can't believe I fucking didn't say it. So I'm gonna say it.
Don't say it.
Final Fantasy 6.
Which one? What?
6.
Final Fantasy 6.
I thought you guys already talked about what's his face?
No, we mentioned him. We didn't say his entire soundtrack.
Oh God, it's so fast.
Right.
I generally think, because you bring that up, just dancing mad in general.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The entire 17 minutes.
Yes. Also, I
Kefka
think
is one of my favorite bosses of all time.
well, I think in one of the updates that the Pixel Remaster specifically had, before it was in the GBA version where once you got to the next tier, it just shifted immediately. But now it acts much like the version where you continue to
well, it
play, and once it can
transitions-
shift, it will shift to the correct tier.
Yeah, when it transitions naturally instead of.
Yes.
And I gotta say, that natural shift is just so much better.
Yep.
Yes, I just have to say that is it's such a good thing that when they did a little thing which I think was supposed to promote the Dissidia NT when it was coming out,
Mm-hmm.
that included Kefka as a character to fight. Final Fantasy XIV included Dancing Mad, did the transitions properly, and on top of that, fucking all they barely even touched the music. They just slightly improved the quality when orchestrating it.
Uh-huh.
That's all. That's how fucking good it is. Like, fucking Soken was just like, how can I improve on perfection?
Basically.
Do I have to play Final Fantasy VI eventually?
You
You should.
But that's not even the only incredible song off that soundtrack. But that is probably one of my favorites.
Which others would you be mentioning then?
I mean, do I need to? I could talk about like the whole Ruined World music. I could talk about the
Search for Friends, yeah.
Search for Friends. Sorry, my brain does not recall these names because it's not like the newer soundtracks where like it's as readily available to find these, or it was as readily available to find these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Search for Friends, Terra's theme. Fucking
Yes.
Ceres's theme. Holy fuck.
Yes, and to that extent, I think I have to mention specifically with the Pixar Remaster, the opera scene.
Yes, the opera scene. I almost fucking forgot about Ceres's theme. There's so much more I could talk about.
We can tell.
Oh, and the fucking fiends.
Fiends?
The fiends
Fiends.
fights.
Oh, fiends. Oh,
Sorry.
Final Fantasy IV?
No, not the fiends. The what are they called?
The
Gods fight. Decisive battle.
Yeah, the sides of battle.
Ah, that's pretty good. Too. Yeah. Very, very good. Sorry, I call it fiends because they gave them names in. They gave the statues full-on fucking names in Final Fantasy XIV. More than just fiend, goddess, and
Poltergeist?
oh, fiend. I always forget the third one.
I think was Poltergeist? I think.
Poltergeist is a separate fight entirely.
Oh.
The three statues / three gods it's whatever. Sorry, in fucking Final Fantasy 14, the Warring Trio,
Warring Triad.
Warring Triad. Sorry, it's been a while.
I'm looking it up.
In Final Fantasy 14, they gave them names. Sephiroth, Sophia, Sephiroth, based off of a tree, based off of the Sephiroth tree of, I believe, Hebrew, I believe. It's been a while. Sophia and Zervin, which is such a...
Oh, they just call them Demon.
Demon, that's right. Zervin the Demon. I couldn't remember what Zervin was called. Because I don't fucking like Zervin.
It was Zervin. Zervin is the demon.
Yeah, no, I know. I was trying to remember what Zervin's title was, because that's because they were all just called titles in at least in English translation. I don't know if they were given names in the original, in the Japanese version. You know what I mean. Point being, really good music. Speaking of, also all Sophia and Sephiroth have great fucking music as well in Final Fantasy XIV. Fiend and I believe it's called Balance. I don't remember what it's called. It's been a while. Which, fun fact, I know fucking memed on Sephiroth because it's similar in name. Because, you know, Sephiroth. It's funny because even in the fucking name, even in the song, he's like, say my name, Sephiroth. Which is like fucking funny because it's just like, oh, hey. How do we make it even more confusing for fucking people who are who are trying to like not confuse Sephiroth and Sephiroth? Oh yeah, make a theme that also says the name.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, and as an aside, as a quick aside for any of you who've, just in case anybody is aware of any drama involving that song, no. It is not true. They did... Power Man 5000 is making it up. Fiend is not a copy. They don't sound similar. Anybody who believes they are is stupid.
Well,
Don't
the
worry
internet
about
is
it.
known for being very stupid.
Yeah. Sorry, Power Man 5000 is a band that made a song called When Worlds Collide. And people are like, oh my god, you Fiend sounds like When Worlds Collide. And it only started after Power Man 5000 was just like, this sounds like our song. And I've listened to them back to back. They sound nothing of fucking like. The only thing that's similar is that they sound like they're in a similar industrial grunge genre.
Wow, that's like... Oh my god. Wow, music of the same genre has a vaguely similar sound.
Yeah, I know,
And
right?
next you're gonna tell me that orange and red are vaguely similar in appearance because they're both warm colors.
Yeah, I know, right? Just fucking... And guess what? They never went through with it, and they dropped it after one tweet. I wonder why. But the internet never did.
Well, the internet
Because
is
the
famously
internet's
never
fucking
able to...
stupid.
Yeah, the internet is big dumb.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, they don't sound alike. If they did, they would have continued posting about it. All I'm saying. Sorry, I just really wanted to fucking. Ugh. All right, we're good. We're good. Anything else?
There's something about DMC5?
Devil May Cry 5.
There's still something else before. Okay, it did not think while wording this this point, but most iconic YouTube video ever in your youth. But yeah, I mean in general when YouTube started and like the early days of YouTube.
I mean, the only videos I really remember from many moons ago is like Nyan Cat and the bedroom
Oh yeah, those are
mushroom.
pretty iconic.
My only one that I can think of is by my only ones that I can think of are
I've set Jimmy off.
Jimmy. Stop. I'm genuinely trying to talk now. The only ones I can think of are either by Onision, a certain YouTuber who I don't want to talk about, or oh wait, I probably shouldn't have even mentioned Onision. God fucking damn it. Or our Oppa Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
Oh yes.
I never actually watched that one.
I watched that one on loop at one point.
I think that was the first thing I can remember where it was like a big like fad for a bit, and I'm like, this is dumb. What the hell?
Actually, it's smarter than people gave it credit.
It reminds me also of a fucking stupid video where literally a waffle just falls over and it still has gotten that popular. It's just a waffle that falls over for some fucking stupid reason.
It's the one like slice of bread.
Or a slice of bread. I don't know what it specifically was, but it was
Yeah, a piece of toast
something
falling off the...
that literally just fell over.
Yeah, that's because that's a good meme template.
I mean, I believe it's still used to this day.
Yep.
I mean, what else? I mean, yeah, I'd say some of the old YouTube poop brings nostalgia back.
I don't think I ever actually watched a YouTube poop.
I only watched a few. I don't know which specific ones
When was
anymore.
YouTube
I think-
poops like a big thing?
Wasn't it a 2012, 13 area? At least I think that was the time frame.
I think I think there's another one that might be.
Mid to late 2000, YouTube poops are one of the most popular types of video on YouTube. Reading from the Wikipedia page on YouTube poop. Is a type of video mashup or collage film created by remixing/editing pre-existing media sources. Originated around 2004, quickly becoming popular online.
Actually, there's two videos that I can think of that are just like
Declined in popularity in the
late.
late 2010s.
Bullshit! They're on the rise again.
I'm reading from the
Yeah.
Wikipedia page.
Bullshit! I've seen YouTube poops again.
Yeah, they're coming
I've
back
seen
again.
people. I've seen people fucking posting them again.
But yeah, previously.
They may be seeing a revival. I don't know.
But I just thought of two videos that I've actually three.
My life
Three
like a
videos
movie.
that I used
My
to
life
watch
like
a
YouTube
lot.
poop.
I used to watch a lot that were just fucking stupid, other than just cat videos. That were even more iconic than fucking Gangnam Style.
Okay.
I forgot what the third one was, so I'm gonna go back to the two. Dentist After Dentist. Or was it David After Dentist? I don't remember. The kid who's just like
David
fucking
After
high
Dentist.
out of
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mind.
Be right back.
Yeah, it's like
Mom!
fucking iconic.
Mine! Dinner.
The second one was oh my god, I just lost it because of the shouting.
Who doesn't know what a mute button is?
I keep telling him he can macro it to 2 keys. So that way, whatever. But he's just like, well, good. He's just like, no, you won't.
At one point, it becomes muscle memory.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
back when I literally deleted myself several times accidentally in D&D because I was pressing delete because it's my mute button.
I literally
was like, okay, I have no idea how this happened.
I literally press Control M whenever I don't want people to hear me.
I just use it.
I mean, the
for
only reason why I
ranked.
stopped doing it as much is because certain games have been fucking disabling my mute macro, which is stupid. Anyway, but that's beside the point. The second one, I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, it was one that I actually... remember watching... Oh, the Turtles kid! I like turtles!
I like turtles.
I like turtles! Oh my god, so cute.
Wait, that reminds me of the old ASDF. Okay, you know
Oh,
those
ASDF
short-
was also fucking iconic too.
yeah.
ASDF movies.
I like trains.
And also, someone recently got a new one as well.
Yeah, although I don't get the appeal of them anymore. Maybe I've grown out of them.
No, yeah, the thing is, these days I also wouldn't watch it. But back then, it was amazing. It was like
But,
in the right time.
I want to circle back to something. I mentioned this, and I don't want to make it a fucking offhand. I don't want to make it an offhand fucking comment. I mentioned how Gangnam Style is an actual fucking brilliant video and shit like that. And I don't want to make that an offhand comment and make you guys feel like I'm fucking crazy. No, it's a fucking parody song. It's a satire. Yeah, Psy is making fun of people who fucking go out shopping and spend way too fucking much.
Always someone who deserves to be made fun of.
Yeah, because Gangnam Style is literally Gangnam is literally a kind of like is essentially like Gucci in Korea. And like Oppa is essentially like an older cousin or something like that. And he's like making fun, and he's basically making fun of how this person just keeps racking up credit card debts and stuff because they don't know how to live within their own like life or whatever. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's you get the point.
Yeah, I get the point.
It's like the opposite of a song that came out around the same time, Thrift Shop.
True.
What?
Yep.
But the only
Also
thing that
amazing.
made it hard to understand was because we don't speak Korean.
Yeah.
I actually
Just-
looked that up because I wanted to know what the lyrics were saying. The reason why the video is so fucking goofy is because it's a fucking because he's trying to be
Intentionally.
yeah he's trying to be literally like poking fun at people.
Yeah.
That's why the next videos were also poking fun at people. Like Gentleman was also about people who fucking claim they're gentlemen, but they aren't. I was a little bit into him for a bit. I know this shit. I've never been into K-pop. I was a little bit into him for a bit. I listened to like
Did his
I listened to his like hits for like the next 3 or 4.
It's true, that was the first wave of K-pop, honestly. Yeah, I always forget it because I like the
Kind of.
K-pop of like when I heard the term was when BTS got big. But it is kind of actually
Huh?
also K-pop.
What's funny is I actually heard about K-pop a little bit before then. It was it didn't like become a big huge wave until him.
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
Apparently, supposedly something that's going viral TikTok is people booking American Airlines flights and arriving at the airport, going through TSA, and then being shown onto a fucking bus for a bus ride. What? Huh? There's no way that's real.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Anybody else on the videos? I'm sorry.
no, it's apparently a real thing.
Well, damn.
Yeah, Newton from at least, I mean, they're news agencies citing TikToks, but they're actual, like the New York Post and ABC News.
Ew, New York Post. Ew,
Yeah,
New York Post.
they're cringe.
Ew.
Actually, was it the New York Post who did this? Hold on, let me double check something. No, it was the Wall Street Journal who did the E3 Century that got its tail blown off and reported it as damaged.
What?
Also, yeah, back in the days, the legendary Slenderman videos. Also, Marble Hornets were fucking amazing. When
Oh,
you were,
I'm
like,
posting in images. That's the airplane that an actual U.S. news agency reported as damaged. It's damaged in the same way the Black Knight only had a flesh wound.
Yeah, it got a bit of damage, but nothing fix, I'd say.
Oh God. Speaking of iconic videos. If only that creator had stayed iconic, am I right?
Don't know much about the creator.
Don't worry about it. I've heard
Okay.
some things and I'd rather just not. All I'm going to say is I was told off for bringing him up once, and I'm just like, I don't want to touch this.
Okay,
That's my-
fair enough.
I'm like, nope. Nope. Not touching it. The video I'm talking about, not the create, not what's his name? Not Phil
Was it
Swift.
Jontron? You meant okay.
No. I say it not Phil Swift. Not Phil Swift.
Yeah, okay.
I'll say you may have said the right one.
Okay.
Anyway. Does anybody else have iconic videos?
I mean, do you have any? But I think when otherwise we have all had
Honestly,
some takes
any
on
from
it.
Russian Badger.
Oh yeah, Russian Badger, true.
Also, any video from Summoning Salt.
The original Diggy Diggy Hole.
Oh yes!
Both. But for me,
Yeah.
also the insanity. I don't. Have you have talked about the insanity of Two Fort? The insane cycle of Two Fort. That one's funny. That's a very
I may
funny
have. I
video.
think I've seen that one. It's any like the early like TF2
YouTube
Saxy
Poop?
Award stuff. Like the Timeless Thief. That's a good one.
Your Eternal Revenge.
Oh
I
wait,
think.
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
I think I remembered the third video.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.avi.
Nope.
Nope.avi.
Oh I got it.
My name's Jeff.
Yeah, I don't even need to say the full bit. Like, why would I need to say more than just nope?
Nope. Any of the classic TF2 content.
Mhm.
Oh my God! Wait,
Unironically, the original MVM trailer.
Oh my god,
MVM?
there was also that
The
oh
Man
my god,
vs.
there was
Machine
also
trailer.
that
Oh,
there's also
true.
that
It does go hard.
there was that
But it's still
creator Kitty who passed away from cancer, sadly.
Deep Fabulous TF, Deep Fabulous
But
2.
made a lot of TF2 stuff, usually using mostly the heavy, but was very funny.
Heavy TF2.
One of
Honestly,
my
any
favorite
of
videos
the crew from TF2 are
was
all
heavy
good.
making breakfast, I believe, or heavy making waffles. I can't remember what it was called.
Heavy making something.
I could probably look it up. Although it probably isn't there, although it's probably either gone or buried by other people making other videos.
Probably, unfortunately. Is it time for me to do my
I found it.
news segment?
I found it. Heavy
Ooh.
Picks French Toast.
Heavy makes French toast. Let's go, French toast.
Kitty 0706. Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
Rest in
Yep,
peace.
14 years ago. Oh my god. Moments with heavy French toast. Jesus
The
Christ.
Meet the Team series as well is all just brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema, no notes.
All right.
Yeah, that was about it.
Uh,
Also, I mean, yeah, move over to the news section, but could you take off the mark from the DMC5 thing because I'm going to talk about that next week.
oh, okay. I thought you'd cover that. My bad.
And don't worry,
All
don't
right.
worry.
So Meep's news segment again. I've been trying to trim this a bit, so I've condensed it into just one kind of big blob, and tried to ignore at least a lot of stuff. But there's still things happen that I feel like is notable. For example, so because the Straits of Hormuz are, closed, uh, there's apparently 3,200 cargo ships of various types trapped in the Persian Gulf. Uh, Now there's some problems, like some of their cargoes are having problems. Like apparently there's like one that's full of a bunch of helium, and apparently the helium tanks are not actively cooled. Uh, So, yeah. But the big problem is a lot of them, they're running out of their provisions. Like the crew's food and water supplies are like running dangerously low or out, and apparently some of the ports nearby don't really have the facilities to actually keep them supplied. Especially since a lot of these ships, you'd basically have to move the whole ship into harbor to do that, I guess, because I guess they don't have like small boats to run out and do that. I don't know. I just know there was like at least a couple ports. There's like reports of them being like, "Yeah, we can't accept you to like resupply you. Sorry." Did you know? Suboptimal. Uh, Trump threatened to just obliterate Iran's energy supplies. Iran threatened to destroy every desalinization plant in the Middle East if Trump does that. Trump says he's delaying the strikes because negotiations are going well, to which Iran says that no talks are actually
Lies.
underway. Trump's just a coward. Uh, Iran has let a couple ships through the Straits of Hormuz, notably ones belonging to countries that don't like the U.S. and who are willing to pay around like $2 million.
Of course.
Yeah, that's actually, by the way, one of the things Iran's like, I've got it in here later, like Iran's like issue like their demands before they come to the table, and one of them's them saying like, yeah, we want to be able to put a toll on the Strait of Hormuz indefinitely. They basically want to claim the whole thing as they want to wrench it out of it being international waters.
Well, sorry, that's just
Which, honestly, in terms of what's going on, whatever. But we'll get to that. So I know a couple weeks back I mentioned that there was that Russian liquid natural gas tanker that detonated off Malta.
Yep.
I don't think I've mentioned. I actually got it wrong. It didn't actually sink. It's just been a drifting hulk for the last couple weeks. But apparently, so yeah, that's been a thing. It's apparently, I think it was Libya finally said they're gonna go salvage it because it was like drifting into their territory. But the Russian liquid natural gas tankers now just flat out, they're just avoiding the Mediterranean Sea. Like, nah, we're just gonna go around Africa. And just up, just because they're using the Baltic ports anyway. And those are, relatively safe. Foreshadowing is a literary device. In other news, the Pentagon has gone to Congress to ask for more money to bomb Iran.
Of
Specifically, they're requesting $200 billion.
Okay.
Can you say
Which-
the
Some.
word after the number again, please? I don't think I got that
Billion.
right.
Billion. Billion.
and yet
$2 billion. Bum, bum, bum,
Which-
bum.
For reference, $200 billion is 1/4 of what the US spent in Afghanistan in 21 years.
Brother, what?
Or 1/4 of what the US spent in Iraq in 18 years, and more than the US has spent in total on Ukraine.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This Trump's war hasn't even gone on for a full month yet. Trump's
yet-
continuing.
and
Yeah.
yet they won't, and yet it costs too much to give us health care.
Yes.
I fucking hate it here.
You
They're
know?
gonna sink the world's economy, aren't they?
Oh no, they've already done that.
Yep.
No, they're gonna sink it further.
Yes. I'll get into the announcement of that later, but Trump has, in his attempts to try and address the fact that he's lifting more oil sanctions, including on Iran, because he thinks lifting the sanctions will somehow make the price go down. No, it just means Iran won't have to sell it at a discount anymore to people who don't give a shit about US sanctions. It just means Iran's gonna make more money. Same with Russia and Belarus, who are also having their sanctions on their oil lifted by Trump.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Wow, just wow.
Because he's an idiot. Who didn't have a plan. So anyway, you know how I mentioned foreshadowing is a literary device?
Uh-huh.
So this week, Russia's two largest Baltic Sea oil terminals got exploded. Burnt to the goddamn ground in parts of them. Because Ukraine, in like 2 days, slammed multiple drones into these two largest oil terminals, which there's no way Russia could cover up, because like Russia's Baltic coast is like, right next to Finland, and
Finland's
I think
gonna-
it's
Uh,
Estonia? Estonia is the northernmost of the Baltic countries, right?
Yeah,
Pretty sure it is.
yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's like people from like there in those countries are able to take photos of the giant smoke cloud, that and like the damage is visible on satellite photograph. So, like, it's like, it's super obvious. Like these fires, like when you count all the stuff Ukraine's done to like bomb Russia's various oil exports. They have bombed the oil about 40% of Russia's export capability is offline. Which, when you actually do the math, almost wipes out the gains Russia would have gotten from the fact the price of oil has nearly doubled because of Trump. So, at least there's that. Russia's spring offensive has begun. Not that you'd notice if you're paying attention to the maps, because they made like 600 attacks, suffered 6,000 casualties, and got zilch. They did nothing. They accomplished nothing. Because Russia just can't advance. But Putin's gonna keep throwing men to their deaths, because that's all he knows how to do. Like, the Russian, like, Z bloggers, they're reporting, like, these are the pro-Russian people, okay? Well, nominally. They're saying 50% of new recruits that are, like, meant to be, like, assault troops, they don't make it to the front line. Like, the Ukrainian, like, logistical strikes on, like, everything is so extensive. 50% of Russian new recruits don't live long enough to reach the front line. I also saw an interview with, like, a captured Russian soldier who said that, like, his whole time, like, trying to get to Ukrainian lines, every place he looked to try and take cover, there was already a fallen comrade in that spot. That's how bad it is, but Putin's gonna keep going until he, like, dies. Because shit sucks. Anyway, moving on from that, Hungary.
They're
Viktor
starving.
Orban, that asshole.
Yeah,
Viktor Orban, that asshole.
fuck him.
So apparently, like, I forget if it was the CIA or, like, the EU intelligence agencies were saying that they believed Russia was going to try and stage a fake assassination on Viktor Orban to try and boost him at the polls. You know, like, clip his ear or something.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Viktor Orban, even with, like, Russia throwing a whole bunch of money to try and make sure he wins, he's still, like, his party is still down, like, 20% in the polls. Like, he's gonna try and do something such. You know he is. We'll see. But apparently the EU has kicked Hungary out of closed-door EU meetings because the Hungarian foreign minister, every time there was a break, would, like, text the Russian foreign minister to let him know everything that was going on.
Wow.
Yeah. Big cringe. Oh, by the way, Ukraine strikes on the Baltic Fleet oil terminals. They also hit a Russian naval icebreaker patrol ship, the Perga. From the pictures I saw of it, the only reason it didn't capsize is because there was a ship in the way, so it's leaning on it.
Wow.
So yeah. Russia out here losing naval vessels to a nation that doesn't have a navy on a coastline that nation isn't on. Well done. A loaded Russian Shadow Fleet tanker got hit by a naval drone up the ass off of Istanbul. As far as Meep is aware, Ukraine did not claim responsibility, and no oil was spilled because it, like, hit the engine room. Ukraine and Russia, quote-unquote, peace talks make rare progress. Ukraine says that the US actually offered potential security guarantees if they gave up the Donbass.
Wow.
The US said that they made no such demand. So, here it is. Iran lays out their demands for before it sends anyone to negotiate a ceasefire with the U.S. The U.S. will withdraw from all Middle Eastern bases, pay reparations, lift all sanctions on Iran, and recognize Iran's right to charge tolls of any ship that passes through the Strait of Hormuz. And I'm pretty sure they also wanted the U.S. and Israel to submit to the International Criminal Court for war crimes trials. TLDR, a maximalist demand from a right-wing conservative government to a pair of right-wing conservative governments who have given their own maximalist demands, none of whom are willing to back down because they're right-wing maximalist conservative governments.
Well,
Yeah. By the way, about a month into the war like we are now, in 2003, the US had secured every stronghold of Saddam Hussein's government in Iraq. Because the Bush administration, for as awful as they were at least competent. And also, Iran geographically is in a much stronger position. I'm expecting soon Trump is gonna find George Bush's mission accomplished banner, so he can give a speech about how they accomplished their mission and then just go home. Also, by the way, the US has effectively abandoned multiple military bases in the Middle East due to the drone threat. Because despite having all the information they could ever ask for from Ukraine on this whole drone warfare thing, Trump and co. ignored it and failed to prepare for this very predictable threat because they're incompetent. Also, the Houthis said they intend to get in on this, so they're going to close the Red Sea again.
oh,
Well
shit.
done. And as if y'all didn't have enough reason to hate the US for this bullshit, the Pentagon's just stealing your money now. The Pentagon has notified Congress that it is reallocating $750 million in Pearl Program funds that NATO fundraised to supply Ukraine to just supply the US instead. They're just stealing your money.
What?
Fuck the US government.
Because fuck you, that's why.
So even and now we're starting to even rob more from your allies. That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, the analysis Meep's seen, because Meep's starting to see some actual proper analysis on why this is a fucking mess. TLDR, America had one plan, Israel had a different plan, they didn't coordinate, and they are mutually exclusive, more or less. So yeah, that's how that's going. So basically, Iran just has to do the time-tested method of, you don't have to actually military defeat the US, you just need to get the US to not want to do this anymore and just go home. And given that this is, like, the least popular conflict the US has been in like, ever, not going to be very difficult. They're just basically, Israel's relying on the fact that Trump doesn't give a shit about popularity, and also they, like, own the US Congress through AIPAC to make it so Congress doesn't give a shit, to let them just ignore US public sentiment in order to keep Big Daddy US helping them out. While they, go after eliminating everyone in Iranian leadership, bomb all the Iranian leadership and government buildings, including like all the police stations. The theory seems to be that Israel wants to basically collapse Iran as a country into like Syria.
Which is fucking bad.
Like, people have noticed a lot of the stuff Israel's like been doing seems to be looking like they want to trigger like uprisings in Iran, like particularly among like the Kurdish minority. Also, it's like been confirmed. Part of the reason that Israel was able to have the Ayatollah assassinated so quick, the Israeli intelligence agency is like generally agreed to be like the best in the world. They had a better idea of what was going on inside Iran than Iran did. And I'm not being like hyperbole. They backdoored the Iranian intelligence agency. And every traffic camera in Iran.
Oh, holy shit.
And most of Iran's CCTV cameras.
Can't
as
have
awful
more
as Israel is,
information.
they are actually competent, which is more than can be said about Trump. That said, they famously don't give a shit about anyone.
Well, yeah, they may be competent, but they use it for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, including like their own people. Like I saw apparently it was a thing like disabled Israelis are being turned away from bomb shelters.
Holy fucking shit.
But yeah, shit's fucked. The Middle East is gonna continue to be shit's fucked for a long time because one of the most powerful players in there who has the U.S. as a sugar daddy wants it to remain fucked. And why is the U.S. so involved with this? There was a clip I saw of someone apparently went on Twitter and posted and did a thing where it's like, U.S. or Israel, one of them ceases to exist. Which one do you choose? And like a U.S. politician's like, yeah, I'd rather Israel still exists because the Bible. Because one of the most powerful forces in U.S. in politics right now is apparently a fucking biblical apocalypse theory. Like, what? Huh? I hate it here. Anyway, thus concludes the Meep News segment. Shit's fucked. I recommend y'all, divest from the stock market, because shit's looking like the second Great Depression is definitely gonna happen. Get a vehicle that doesn't run on gasoline if you can. Get a bicycle.
Wait, you're
Be
already
like the
done?
Dutch.
Yeah. As I said, I trimmed most of it. I mean, Ukraine's still getting terror bombed by Russia.
Wait, you mentioned the McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned the Mykolaiv McDonald's reopened.
Okay.
I think I mentioned that. But yeah, that's the thing that happened. Did I fully finish it, or did I skip over something? Oh yeah, I skipped over. McDonald's reopened in Mykolaiv, Ukraine. Because, yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, it's
But
good news, so.
yeah, just shit in the world is fucked, and it's fucked because the United States is imploding in real time because Congress is a bitch and refuses to do their job. I hate it here.
What a time to be alive to see so many fucking mistakes being done politically. Like, oh my fucking god.
Also, by the way, Trump's like, or someone close to him is like, very obviously insider trading on Trump constantly making announcements to try and drive the oil price down.
Yeah.
And
Also,
I wouldn't be surprised if there's still people like doing insider trading on fucking US bombing shit.
Alright. Now, can I share my fun
Oh, and
fact
then
about-
there's the No Kings protest happened as well yesterday. Those were big again.
Yeah,
Let's
those
go.
were really big. Now, can I say my fun fact about Toby Fox's compositions?
Yeah.
So, have y'all ever noticed that Toby Fox's compositions are very unique?
Yeah.
And I don't just mean in
What
terms
more?
of the fact that they use, electronic shit like that. But you've probably noticed that they sound unique too. And you can't put your
Yeah.
finger on them, most likely.
Yeah.
It's not just time signatures and all that, which is definitely something that people probably will point to. But there's actually something that somebody pointed out to me that I've known about due to a certain band that I've already mentioned once.
The One Kings that this podcast seems to like.
I was just the one band, and this is a topic that will probably come back up when I finally do the tism on that. Finally.
Oh. Yeah, true.
But it's a term, but basically, some of his music uses what is known as microtones. If you're not familiar with that term, it's kind of complicated, but essentially, the Western scale of music doesn't cover every single tone that you can actually hear in music. It's why when you listen to music out from certain countries like India, like Asia, or anything like that, their music sounds completely different. Because they when they were writing their more traditional music, it sounds completely different because they use a completely different note scale.
That would create a very different sound.
Yes. But in Western scales, we call them microtones, which are tones between them. So, like, if you're familiar with notation, it would be like something called a half flat or a half sharp. So, I'm not going to go into the full thing because I'm not, like, super well versed on this kind of stuff, but basically, instead of using that, you're using the full notation. There's lots of really cool ways of using microtones. Some people get specialized keyboards to do them. Sometimes you can use little dials to slightly tune your keyboards downward to hit them, or upwards to hit them. Sometimes you just use electronic things to slightly tune keys to hit them. Or if you're using a guitar, you can just adjust. You can get fretless guitars or special fretted guitars to adjust, have the frets so that way they specifically are made to hit those notes that you're trying to hit. King Gizzard uses the latter.
Oh my god, I just saw a thing. Hey
you should
guys,
look
sorry,
up-
video's gonna be late. The editor took their annual shower and can't find their way back to the computer.
Oh shit.
And it's just a picture of someone who's got a bunch of hair that's just covering their face so they can't see.
But if you there's a channel called Microtonal Guitars.
Oh no.
They have a fucking really cool bunch of guitars that show off how the many kinds that you can see out there. So I recommend that if you want to see them. But basically, it's why if you've ever seen covers of them, the covers of some of Toby's tracks, you'll notice they sound good, but they don't quite sound perfect. But some people do hit it just right. And it feels like it's the ones that actually seem to be trained in music. If you've ever noticed that. Or the ones that focus more on rhythm rather than the actual music, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's just a fun little thing I thought I'd mention, because microtones are
pretty cool.
really interesting. Yeah.
Especially since I have not much idea when it comes to instrumental things, so it's amazing to hear about it.
Especially because I know a lot about them because of, like I said, King Gizzard. And King Gizzard, especially, when they use microtones, especially for their guitars, they lean more into the eastern side of the sounds. So they'll make their guitars sound more like sitars, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So their guitars will sound more like they're playing a sitar, which, by the way, I absolutely love the sound of a good sitar. It's why some of my favorite tracks by the Beatles are the ones where John Lennon has decided, I'm sitting down playing the sitar. They're fucking incredible. That's all.
I think I have my recommendation for the week.
That I fucking the fuck out.
No. 52 minutes ago, Valefisk, the Crazy Frog video games.
Again? He uploaded while we were uploading again, or while we were streaming again. Is his
Yeah?
upload schedule just timed with us?
Does he have an upload schedule?
I don't know.
That's kind of funny though.
Yes. So that means we have finished everything, I believe, then.
Yep. Unless anyone else has another recommendation.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I had one recommendation. What was I? It was right at the beginning too, and I can't remember. I said it. Fuck. We were talking about something, and I was like, "Yeah, I know what my
I
recommendation."
you recall it.
Oh, I'm gonna forget, and I'm gonna remember it right as the stream ends.
Obviously.
Yep.
I actually don't have any recommendations this week.
No, none on my end either.
But
I
I'm
haven't
going to
played
have a
any.
few next
I
one.
mean, if you have a Switch or a Switch 2, the Tomodachi Life demo came out. The new funny Tomodachi Life. But that's pretty much it. But if that's it, then...
Oh. Actually, I do have one other thing to talk about. I completely forgot. For work today, not today, this week, for a lot of it, because my mom's been down in the LA area for con with my dad. I've been driving her car, her Kia electric car. I think it's a Nero or something like that. And I have thoughts on that. I am not a big fan of this vehicle. I mean, mainly it's just I don't like some of the controls for it. Mainly, well, there's two main ones. It's the one pedal driving, not a big fan. Don't really like it. All the dashboard buttons aren't real buttons. They're like faux, like touch point buttons.
Bruh.
And the parking brake, initially I wasn't sure if I was operating the parking brake correctly. Turns out the issue in part was the indicator light on the dashboard is broken and stuck on.
That's stupid. What?
Yeah, but the fact that I was having to rely on an indicator light to know whether or not it was engaged should tell you part of the problem with it.
Yes.
Because it's like a little flap button in the center console. Like where you'd expect it to be, like the pull lever, but it's like a little flap but it resets to a neutral position. So I'm not sure if it's like a button or you could pull on it. But the thing is, also, it's just a button. Like, that means, you know what that means if it's just a button? That means it's a parking brake, but not an emergency brake.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Which means the vehicle doesn't have an emergency brake.
Bruh.
I mean, I guess you've got the fact that electric motors just have more drag on them, I guess, but like, that shouldn't count. I'm sorry. If all your controls, the pedals being fly-by-wire, yeah, cool, whatever. But no, the emergency brake should be an analog, just pull the lever cronk.
Pull over, Krong. Wrong lever.
Why did we even have that lever?
That's so dumb. Well,
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, no, that was just the last thing I had to say. Just not a big fan of that vehicle. Not my personal tastes in it. Also, I'm slightly too tall, so the center rearview mirror, I can't actually see out the back with it unless I lean forward.
Damn.
Because it will not adjust high enough for me to actually see out the back.
That's so dumb.
Well, that's just because I'm kind of tall.
Aren't you
And
like
not-
my height? Like 6 feet?
Ish. But it's also I adjusted the seat like forward back. I don't know if it has an up down control. Oh, also the headrest for this thing. The headrest for the seat sticks out too far forward, so it's just really uncomfortable.
Being too tall problems, I couldn't have those, bro. I couldn't have. 165. Let's go.
But yeah, with that, that's everything.
Okay. And I guess it's time to rate someone. If there is someone to rate.
There's one recommendation I have. I don't remember what my original run was, but there's one recommendation I have.
Uh-huh.
I can't recommend that there'll be much that will happen on this, but hey, I recommend you follow me on Blue Sky. Carby at bluesky.com.
Damn,
not social.
a shout out.
CARB 7Ys.
Nice for you.
No, 'cause
I
it's not
just
Garby.
made it while we were doing the news section.
Funny thing is, it's not Garby.
And I
No, it's
followed
Garby.
People are doing it wrong.
And-
It's garbage. Wee.
Carby's nuts.
And my first
Damn.
post was Bingle the
got him.
Skingle. It was Bingle the Skingle.
This is the best of absolutely
You know
nobody.
this-
Skedaddle skidoodle.
What? How is that to the surprise of absolutely nobody?
Lachmajun.
That your first post in Blue Sky is something absolutely unhinged. Yeah, it's a surprise of absolutely nobody.
That's not unhinged. That's just nonsense. What?
Yeah, unhinged and nonsense are completely different, Jimmy.
Yeah. Unhinged would be if I said I want to eat. I want to eat an orphan.
Technoblade.
Okay, no, actually, it's not unhinged. That's just nonsense. If I say I want to eat
It's still
assholes.
nonsense.
I want to eat an orphan. And if somebody said, what? What do you mean? In what way? I want to eat one whole. No, I want to eat a whole orphan, cut them up raw, suck their blood too. You know, that kind of stuff. That would be unhinged.
Yeah, it's also nonsense.
Okay, so we went from Blue Sky to eating orphans. Very interesting! I believe we're cutting back to Blue Sky.
Well, with that bombshell, we're gonna end up here.
Back to the studio.
We're gonna end it here for today. Thank you so much,
Among
everyone,
Us.
for watching.
All right, that's
I will
that's
see
now
you
the most
all-
recent post.
Good
We went from
news,
Blue Sky to eating
everybody.
orphans.
Good news, everybody! Tomorrow, starting from Thursday onwards, we're gonna have Easter, which means I'm gonna be on vacation, which means we're back to 12 hours streams starting Thursday for a while. I don't know what day come back to school, but yeah, expect long streams again and a lot of games that I've been wanting to play, but I haven't been getting to play because of my reduced schedule hours for streaming. That means probably going back to Oblivion, going back to SMT3 Nocturne, going back to the Final Fantasy stuff. I might move Final Fantasy... No, actually, never mind. No, I was going to say I'm going to move the Final Fantasy retrospective to Tuesday for PMD2. But no, after PMD2, I'm just going to start editing the PMD2 video. What other games am I missing? We're doing Pokemon Y. We're probably gonna be focusing more also on Terraria and GT4 because I've already told Bon and Miles that those two, fucking Gran Turismo 4 next week is gonna be a long ass stream and we're gonna do a long ass time on that shit. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. I will see you all tomorrow with our regularly scheduled Monday stream, which is either going to be Terraria or Super Mario 64 ROM hack. I have no idea. Depends on one of the two groups. If any of the if the SM64 group can do something, we'll do something on that. If we can't, we'll probably get fucking finally to hard mode. I know I've been fucking stalling this enough for the poor 2 souls that are Bond and Miles, but I really want to make sure that they're ready for hard mode. Because if you're unprepared, it will kick your ass. Believe me, I know.
Professional ass kicker.
Bye-bye!
I think I know what this